It's really interesting because I'm in a lot of groups. I see a lot of range of people, from brokers to team leaders to marketers to agents, wide ranges of people from huge spectrum. Something that's common is the ads are not working. The leads are bad. The quality of the leads are not good. We need to get better ads. And the answer is leads are never really the problem, and ads are not the solution. Spending more money on ads, getting better ads, better quality leads, that's not the solution to the problem. It's really not even the main problem. If you have a highway and it's like LA, you have tons of cars going down the highway, you have no filtration system, tons of cars just going. That's why it gets backed up at 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. No way else for them to go. It's the fastest way. It's not exactly the highway that's the issue, or the city. It's the traffic systems. That's really what ads are. Ads, whether it's PPC, whether it's Google AdWords, SEO, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, or if it's just social organic traffic, what all of that is just traffic. That's the thing that I feel like gets overlooked, is that it's not necessarily a traffic problem. There could be solutions to the traffic, whether you're moving from one platform to another. The actual problem is the systems underneath it. See, most people look at an iceberg and they think that's all there is. They don't look at what's underneath. That's what this is. And when you build a paid traffic system, yes, there's different platforms you can choose from, different ways you can get it from that platform, and all those nuances. But that's just names and numbers. And whenever someone says the lead is bad, it's not the lead is bad, because the lead is a human being, and they may be in different stage, and that's where having a marketing conversation versus sales conversation comes up. Coming from a place of empathy and really having this conversation with them of, okay, where are you at and how can I help you with where you're at? That's a whole different conversation. But you need 3 systems in your business. You need a paid traffic system. You need a ecosystem. How do you bring them into your world? Your client system. How do you turn them from your ecosystem into your client? What's that system behind it? And when you create these 3 systems, you have ways for moving people from one to another. And people will skip the line. People will move themselves there. Some will go faster than the other. Some require a marketing conversation, a discovery. Some require a sales conversation. And it's because when you have traffic and you're going down the highway, you have your fast lane, your slow lane, and the sidewalk. And Scott Olford is what really popularized this, and it's being used in hundreds of industries now. It really gets your thought process around, okay, well, there's gonna be some people who are in the fast lane. These are people who you need to get out of the way. You need to get them through the process as quick as you can, as seamless as you can. You need to be there for them every step of the way. And then there's some people who are in the slow lane. They need a little less hand-holding. They need to be kind of let out on the leash. And you need to let them kind of go through their process themselves. And these are people who are maybe 6 months out, 12 months out, or 2 years out, or if it's a type of customer that kind of wants to do it on their own, if you find ways to still add value and still stay in front of them while they're in the slow lane, then you can get them into your ecosystem, and then you can get them into your client system. But it's understanding that it's not the actual ads or the leads that are the problem. It's that, first of all, you may need to fix the systems that you have underneath. How's your paid traffic system? Where is it? Where are you getting your leads? How are you getting them? Who are you targeting? What are you targeting? What platform? All of those nuances. What is your paid traffic system? And then once you have that dialed in, what's your way to get them into your ecosystem? Get them into your world where you let them get to know you, where you build and nurture the relationship, and then how do you turn them into a client? And then realizing that throughout those, there are gonna be 3 different types of people. You have your fast lane, your slow lane, and your sidewalk. You have people who you need to have a marketing conversation, someone you need to have a sales conversation, and they're going at different paces. And that's the actual solution to your lead problem or your ad problem, because you could have leads coming in from your open houses, or leads coming in from you making phone calls, or leads coming in from your YouTube, or leads coming in from PPC, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, TikTok, all these. It's understanding, okay, first, where am I going to get the traffic and how am I going to get it? And then figuring out, okay, how am I going to bring them into my world? And then how am I going to nurture that world? Understanding that people are in different paths, and then turning them into a client. That's how you actually create a systematic way to move people throughout your marketing. And it sounds like a funnel because it may, but it's kind of a lifestyle marketing, a life cycle marketing, because you have this ever-growing system, this system that may be evergreen, but it's always circulating. It's always moving. And it's like nature almost, where it's constantly moving. And that's why a funnel is a simplification, but it's not the best term for it, I think. It's, some people call it a flywheel, call it a life cycle, but it's having these systems that actually create the solution, not necessarily fixing the leads or fixing the ads right away. Look at the systems that you have underneath. And then the next layer is, okay, well, maybe you have a system in your business that's not working, because what I've realized and what I've learned is that when I tried to fix the topical issue of, like, let's say sending in more leads or sending in more traffic or getting better leads or getting better traffic or whatever, there's things broken throughout the business. And that may be your operations and fulfillment, where you need to scale that more. Maybe you need a transaction coordinator, maybe you need someone helping from an operations and admin or transaction level, or maybe you need someone in the sales side, someone who is able to follow up with the leads, nurture the leads, who's able to keep in contact with them, like a client care or like a client success manager, someone who really cares for the people and getting them into your world. Because while you have to spend time out with clients and sitting with, doing appointments, listing presentations, you need to be meeting with buyers, meeting with sellers. You don't always have time to take care of the leads. You don't have time to nurture the relationships to what they need to be. And when you start scaling the traffic, or you start scaling the flow, then you need stuff so it doesn't bottleneck. And the first level is the fulfillment, so that you take care of your clients. But the next level is the sales side. How do you nurture the relationship? How do you keep the relationships going? Because those relationships need sometimes 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 2 years to actually come to fruition. And if you don't have the time to do that at scale, then you need help. And you need to understand, okay, maybe that's where I need to focus on. And then the next level is marketing. How do you bring all of that traffic in? How do you bring that long term, but also build a system out for the short term? That's the solution. Having systems and creating those systems in a way that moves people from your paid traffic system to your ecosystem to your client system. What I realized is when you stop blaming stuff and you take responsibility, you start looking at, okay, what do I need to fix? Where may the problem be, but understand how to fix it, or what to look for, and then taking it from there. That's how you actually fix a lead problem or an ad issue, is you create systems underneath that. And I hope that was helpful. I hope that was insightful into the layers of the business, that helps you understand that sometimes you need to fix the systems. Sometimes you need to understand that people aren't always on the same path as everyone else. And then sometimes you need help in the certain layers of business. And that's how you actually create this symbiotic life cycle, this almost nature-like, always living, this environment that is always living and always growing and always flourishing. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think of this. I know this was kind of very macro level with some big topics. So let me know what you think, and where do you need to focus on? Do you need to focus on your systems in your business? Do you need to focus on conversations you're having and understanding how do you serve the different pathways? Or maybe you need to understand that, okay, maybe it's time to build out the team, outsource, how to focus on getting help to move you out of certain levels of the business. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know what you think and what you feel like you need to fix. And thank you guys for watching.